Hey guys, so just got back from Frozen, the movie Frozen. Even though it's really freaking cold out right now, it's pretty much is frozen. I would have gone and seen this yesterday, but I really had a rough day yesterday. I had a lot going on, and I decided to delay it a day. I figured, what the hell, this movie would be here one way or another. Uh, no matter what day I decide to go see it. I mean, it's been making a lot of money since last week. It made like $90 million, for God's sakes, at the box office last week. It's ridiculous, really, really ridiculous. It made that and Hunger Games set like a Thanksgiving Day record. Like, that's pretty cool. Anyways, going into this movie, not gonna lie, I was not looking forward to this at all. I thought the first. I will say this. So if you see any of my reviews in the past few months, I've mentioned this trailer a couple times. I saw the first trailer like back in July or so. It's the one where the snowman and reindeer are like uh, trying to get the carrot that falls off of the snowman's nose, or what, the snowman's face, and they're chasing each other after it. Um, and I thought it was really cute and really adorable. I thought, all right, that could be pretty good. Just from that like one little snippet, which actually that scene is never in this movie, which is kind of weird. But I liked that trailer. I thought it was kind of cute. I liked the way they kind of used no dialogue almost whatsoever in that scene, and it was effective in my opinion. And then I got the second trailer, and I thought the second trailer looked like shit. I was not sold whatsoever on this movie, and I really did not want to go see this movie whatsoever. Uh, and then over the last week or so, I've been hearing really, really great things about this, and I was like, really? That movie is getting really good reviews. I mean, it not just the critics. It was also people that were kind of like me that weren't really sold on the movie were also giving it great reviews. And I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta check this out now. And I was still kind of iffy even going in with this movie because I mean I couldn't get the trailer out of my head. That I really didn't care for the trailer. And yeah, if you have if you're like me and didn't care too much for the trailer and thought the movie looked like crap, don't worry. This movie is way better than the trailer. This movie is really, really good. I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. Um, it was really freaking adorable. It was really well voice acted. It had really great characters. It had really great songs. It was really well animated. I mean, this movie was really well done. I liked. This is something that I kind of liked as I was walking out of the theater. I kind of noticed. One of the things I liked about this movie was that there was like, other than Kirsten Bell, who's the lead in this movie, she plays Anna, the Princess Anna. Um, she's the only known actor in this movie, and that's kind of cool. Usually nowadays in animated movies, they all have like an all-star cast doing the voices, but this movie is different. They actually get like kind of, it feels like actual voice actors doing this, and that's kind of cool because you know what, not many voice actors get to do any work lately, and that's kind of sad. You know that art form has kind of gone by the wayside in animated films, and I thought everybody did really good in this movie. The only other person I knew that, or other person that I knew name wise was Josh Gad as Olaf, the snowman, who I'll talk about a little bit more in a bit. But he I've seen him in a lot of comedies. He's a guy. If you see his face, you would know who he is. Probably don't even know who Josh Gad is until you see his picture. Just Google him. But he's been in a lot of comedies. and he does really well. Um, like I said, everybody does really well in this movie. I really like the characters in this film. Um, I really enjoyed the relationship between the two sisters, the princess and the queen, and like it was really believable, really well done, and it had a lot of heart to it. This movie had a hell of a lot of heart to it, especially the relationship between the two. I didn't. The only character I really didn't care for at first was the icebreaker guy. I don't know what the hell how they. I forget what his name is now. Damn it! What was his name? Damn it! What was the guy's name? I can't. That's pretty bad. I can't remember his name, but he was like the love interest. One of the love interests in this movie. And at first, I didn't care for him too much. I did like his reindeer companion, but I didn't care for him at first too much. But he grew on me as the movie went along. I also really like in this movie that when it comes to like the love story and stuff like that, it feels like at first like it's just going to go down all these cliched routes that every Disney movie ever does. Like it does have a lot of cliches in it, like a princess that wants more and wants to find a man and all stuff like that. And you're like, oh Jesus God! I'm like sitting there going, God, this is just like every fucking cliched Disney movie. And don't get me wrong, there are some good cliche Disney movies. Tangled's one of them and stuff like that. That's the one I can think off the top of my head right now. But what I liked about this movie is that towards the end, it goes a lot of different routes that I never expected it to. Especially when it comes to like the Prince love interest, the revelation about him towards the end. I didn't expect that. Really, I did not expect that. I also didn't, they kind of hint that they're going the route of that. At one point, the princess, this is going to spoilers, the princess is kind of getting sick and about to die. So, it's kind of hinted at that she needs, well, they actually say it out loud, that she needs she can only be cured by an act of true love. And they actually say, well, that's gotta be a true love's first kiss. And you're like, oh Jesus God, not that fucking, it's not going the Sleeping Beauty Snow White route. They don't actually do that at the end. I kind of like that. I actually really, really dug that. They didn't actually go down that cliched route. I'm glad the route that they went, is it actually made a lot more sense. And also, it doesn't really, I'd also like the fact that, I also really like the fact that when the princess and the prince meet at first in the movie, like, the queen actually calls her out on her bullshit, because, like, right after they meet, she wants to marry him. And she kind of goes, really? You want to marry this guy? You don't even really know him? Like, yeah! Nobody in Disney movies ever fucking says that. It's like, the fucking logic. I mean, somebody actually has some logic in this movie. I really like that. And, like, somebody actually called her out on her bullshit. Like, they even mentioned that. Like, the icebreaker guy kind of says, really? You're going to marry a guy just right after you met him, the first day you meet him? I kind of like that. She's, oh, it's my, I was love at first sight. It's like, he's like, really? No. I kind of like that. Like, they kind of call it out on that. I mean, you see that a lot in Disney movies, like old Disney movies, and I'm like that they went that route. I guess I should talk about Olaf the Snowman. Because I didn't talk about him yet. When I first saw the trailer for the second trailer for this movie, that was one of my main complaints, was Olaf the Snowman. I really couldn't stand him in the trailers. I liked him in the first trailer, but I could not stand him in the second one. I'll say this. He is really good in this movie. I heard a lot of people say that he stole the movie. And you know what? He kind of did. I kind of like this story that... I kind of like the fact... My favorite thing about the character was that he wanted to experience summer, even though the fact he's a snowman, and then when summer comes along, he's gonna melt. And they kind of address that, like they don't want to tell him that, like because they don't want to kill his dream and stuff like that. I thought that was cute. And his story is like he has like this song about experiencing summer. I like the fact that he builds sand snowmen. That's kind of funny. Like and he like sitting out and wanting to get a tan and stuff like that. I thought that was really funny. I thought the character was really well. I liked how the story concluded with him, even though they could have kind of gone the route with him kind of melting at the end. They don't. Spoiling a little bit, but they, of course, it's a fucking Disney movie. They're not gonna kill off a comic relief character. Oh, they do that in Princess and the Frog. Yeah, they did. But they don't. What the route they do go is like, all right, I don't care because I really didn't want to see that character get killed off. I really didn't. So I wasn't mad about it. I'm sure maybe there might be some people that were kind of mad about it, but I was. I grew to like that character a lot. The animation in this movie is really fucking solid. Some of the best animation. Even though I will say this, I heard this complaint, and I actually kind of agree with this, that they kind of cut and paste like the facial features of characters from Tangled and put them in this movie. If you really watch both movies back to back, I can guarantee you can see the similarities. Even like the horse that she rides at one point kind of looks like the horse in fucking Tangled. I forgot what movie I was just talking about. And her kind of facial features and a lot of other facial features of some characters kind of do look like the facial features in Tangled. I could see that complaint, but other than that, the animation in this movie is really good. Like the shots of like the sky and like the mountains, like stuff like that, it's really, really good, really well animated. And yes, I also heard this too. I guess I gotta compliment them too. Is on the songs. There are some really good songs. What's that song, Let It Go? I've heard a lot of people really praise that. That is a really good, solid song. It is. I've heard some people say that was the best part of that whole movie. And yeah, that was actually really well done. The songs are really catchy in this movie. I heard a lot of people say that going in, that the songs in this movie were really catchy, and yeah, they were. Although I'm probably not going to be singing them or anything like that. But they were catchy, and I'm sure kids are going to be singing those songs for forever now. This is definitely one of the best Disney animated films in a long time. I liked Wreck-It Ralph. Movies like Wreck-It Ralph, and I like Tangled. But Wreck-It Ralph had the issue of... My issue with Wreck-It Ralph, just to give you... I do think this movie is better than Wreck-It Ralph, and a lot of people might argue me on that. The only reason I say that is because the movie Wreck-It Ralph should have focused more on the world outside of Sugar Rush, the game Sugar Rush, because that movie kind of just... like the world of Sugar Rush took that movie over. I like the world that like existed before they went to Sugar Rush. Like it was basically like Toy Story but with video game characters. Like I like the fact the video game characters came to life after everybody left. I thought that was kind of cool. But then they went to this Sugar Rush world and it kind of just fell apart a little bit from there, and it also depends on whether you like Sarah Silverman or not. I like Sarah Silverman, but there were points where her character did kind of become grating. But in this movie, there isn't really a grating character, thank God, and Olaf wasn't a grating character like I expected. I really enjoyed this movie. This is definitely one of the best animated films in a while. Also, I guess I should talk about the animated short that went before it, which was kind of cool. I like this. It was called get that horse, it was a really interesting flick. It was a Mickey Mouse cartoon, which is really cool. You don't get a Mickey Mouse cartoon anymore, and I was really excited about that. And it begins as like an old style Mickey Mouse cartoon, like the way they were drawn. It's in black and white. It's like a very small screen. As like Bluto, which I haven't seen him in years, stuff like that, and it's really well done. And then it kind of like they burst through the screen, and then they become 3D animated, and it's like kind of cool. It uses 3D animation and hand drawn animation really well. I wouldn't call it the best short Disney has made in a long time. Like Paperman was better, but that was actually pretty solid. I liked that a lot. I thought that was pretty cool. Plus, I love Mickey Mouse. To get the chance to see like an old style tribute to the old Mickey Mouse cartoons was kind of cool. And I always get, what always brings me a smile. It brings a smile to my face is nowadays when they have the Walt Disney Animation Studios, they show Steamboat Willie. That always brings a smile to my face. As far as trailers, I guess I could talk about trailers. I didn't get much different. I got Maleficent again, which does look kind of cool. What? Oh, crap. Now I'm losing my mind. What? Oh, the new Lego trailer. I'm still not sold on Lego movie. I know a lot of people are, but I'm not. I don't find those trailers to be very funny. I thought this trailer was a little bit better, but I chuckled a few times, but I'm like, this isn't very funny. But after seeing like Frozen and being really, not having high expectations with the trailers, after seeing the trailers, I'm kind of changing my opinion on Lego. Maybe this movie will be better than trailers. I'm also not the biggest Lego fan, but I do like the Lego Star Wars, all stuff like that. I like the Lego video games; those are really funny. But I don't know. I'm not sold on it. The jokes are not that funny. What else? I'm thinking I forget. Oh, I got that Box Trolls trailer, which was a teaser. It just showed kind of like it's from the studio that made Paranorman and Coraline. Love both those movies, so those guys are really good. The stop motion animation guys, I think they're called Leica or something like that. The company's named. That looks really good. Just the teaser. The teaser just basically showed like how they made the models and stuff like that. It showed like little scenes from the movie, but you don't really know what's going on in it. It's a teaser. It was a pretty good teaser. I'll watch anything from those guys. So after seeing Coraline and Paranorman and really liking both those movies, I did get Walking with the Dinosaurs, and you know what? That movie could have been really good, but I think they're gonna ruin it. I've heard a lot of people mention this too. It's one of those movies that really has a cool idea, but then they ruin it with the fact that now like dinosaurs talk to each other like telepathically. When I mean that is that their lips don't move whatsoever. So now it's a movie that doesn't need a freaking dinosaurs talking whatsoever. It doesn't need to be Land Before Time. It doesn't need to be. It's like supposed to like from what this movie's trying to like. You're supposed to feel like you're living with dinosaurs, and if you're living with dinosaurs, they didn't talk back then. The last time I checked, but I don't know. Fuck it, whatever. From what I was told, then I hear that they basically added the voice acting later on, which means that they originally planned this as like no voice acting, and that kind of pisses me off. That's because I'm sure they probably did a test screening. People didn't like it. People are fucking stupid. People have ADD nowadays. That's gonna ruin that movie really badly. Like the voice acting that from the trailers looks really bad. I am kind of a little reassured though. Like when they showed a dinosaur when he's grown up, that there isn't no voice. There is no voice acting, just narrating. And the narration, that's fine. You can have the narration, that's fine. But fucking Christ, it does not need voice acting. Oh my god. But the movie does look really cool though. Like the animation and stuff does look really cool. Maybe that will be good. I don't think it will. I don't know what else. I don't think I got anything else. Nothing really memorable. I got the Muppet Most Wanted trailer. Still feel the same way that I did last week about it. Yeah. I'll get off here now. Go see Frozen, for love of God. If you are on the fence about it, trust me, it's really, really good. I'll be back next week with The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Really looking forward to it. Although I'm not looking forward to sitting in the theater for 3 hours again. Whatever. I like the whole Lord of the Rings movie, so I'm looking forward to it. And also, I will be seeing it, luckily, this time. I didn't get to see it last time in high frame rate, which is, instead of being the usually film goes at 24 rate or at a 24 miles per hour, or like, what the hell, frame rate, 24 frame rate per second or whatever. But now this movie's going 48 frames per second, and that's how I say it. And I'm interested in how that technology goes. I've heard mixed things about it. I really want to, but apparently now my movie theater didn't get it last time, so this time they are. I'm kind of excited to see it. I want to see it for myself and get my own opinion about it. I'm excited anytime we get like new technology for film. Maybe the 3D will look a lot better than it did in The Hobbit did. Or as I thought the 3D in The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey looked like shit. And I really don't recommend seeing that in 3D. But I'll try to see it in 3D with the high frame rate. Like I said, I'll be reviewing Hobbit next week. Also talking about the high frame rate, my opinion on it. So look towards that, and I'll talk to you guys later.